Hi guys, my name's Tim White. Integrity Network is my YouTube channel, and the current project that we're working on is out of a book that's called Think and Grow Rich. What I've done is simply put into text form along with an audio track these little videos. There's a series of them. There's 13 chapters in the book. So what I want to ask you folks to do is to go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it, so that whenever I release the new videos, you'll be able to tell that they've been released. Along with that, there's some cards either going to be up there or over there or maybe even over here. I'm not real sure where they're at, folks, but they're there. And what's going to happen is whenever I release the video, other videos will be attached to those cards, either the comments or the different chapters or whatever. I'll forewarn you that the chapters, some of them are a little bit lengthy, but it's well worth the read. Well worth it. It's changed my life. So I hope you folks do enjoy the video. Subscribe and like and share with your friends. Comment below and let me know what you thought of the video, so that I can avoid any errors, and let me know what you want to know about. Thank you very much.
Rael Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Chapter 2: Desire. Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by so doing can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, essential to success. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such reality as something for nothing. One must realize that all who have accumulated great fortunes first did a certain amount of dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and planning before they acquired money. You may as well know, right here, that you can never have riches in great quantities, unless you can work yourself into a white heat of desire for money, and actually believe you will possess it. You may as well know, also, that every great leader, from the dawn of civilization down to the present, was a dreamer. If you do not see the riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balances. In planning to acquire your share of the riches, let no one influence you to scorn the dreamer. A burning desire to be, and to do is the starting point from which the dreamer must take off. Dreams are not born of indifference, laziness, or lack of ambition. There is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. Every adversity brings with it the seed of equivalent advantage. Andre L. Berlin, Europe, Earth. Desire. Somehow my family survived Prussian mercantilism and colonization. If your family lived around Central Europe in the past, since he would not have been alive otherwise, this probably is true for your family as well. Today the same mechanisms are still legally valid. After I have looked it up in some good dictionaries what people may name it today, I want to call it statist in any political economics. You will realize what I am talking about after your own investigation someday or the other. Or your descendants are. At least that is what I am wishing for. For now, just let us survive these economics. So, somehow my family survived, despite the fact that, in the same year, My paternal grandfather had been killed in action in Greater Berlin, and my maternal granddad had fled at first the Red Army and thereafter his brown shirt mother. She certainly just did not know any better. Now let's talk about trends a little. Some trends come and go. Some trends remain. Some for years, some for millennia. The challenge is to read those trends and then only seize those which support your family and the families of good friends. The rest is boondoggle. And there's a lot of it. I came from coercive attendance in school through to wage agreement and privately employed in the end as well, only to drop out from all corporate industry altogether. Then I went back to second chance education and found out how I have been there, done that and failed because of it already. Yet in the thick of it, network marketing crossed my way thanks to a very good friend. On top of that, I became father for the first time back then. After many more years, I eventually progressed to successfully reading some trends now. I dropped out of politics, became more and more immune to a number of things from newscasts to immunization, and finally left the mainstream completely. I have learned a lot about health and nutrition, about homeopathy, cream, and plaster tape, about personality types and worship, about mindset and psychopedagogy, about wealth and currencies. Today I live a healthier life, even though we're due to eating a lot of chocolate gash. No longer praise only one populace and even ride the tide of crypto trends in a globalized world. Thanks to mentoring for free among others with Michael B. and Richard D. I love you. Andy L. Frank L. Covina, California, USA. Hill. There is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. Closed minds do not inspire faith, courage, and belief. Remember, no more effort is required day and high in life to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty. A great poet has correctly stated this universal truth through these lines. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is a just employer, he gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn, dismayed, that any wage I had asked of life, life would have willingly paid. How many times had I done just this? I had set the wage, only to realize I could have asked more and gotten it. Oh, I desired more, but I did not ask for more. Had I only asked, success is there. Believe it, and use. Desire to prove it to yourself. Leaders we must be, here at Mentoring for Free. Ben D. West Ride. NSW, Australia. How badly do you want your goal or dream? Are you prepared to put in years of effort to achieve that goal, just like Napoleon's son Blair, who was deaf? Rather than listening to the naysayers, he believed his dad as his desire was strong. Just as it's taken many years to learn to get better control of own muscles. Attending physiotherapy every couple of weeks to learn exercises to achieve that goal of better health. It has taken years of desire to achieve that goal along with gym to become stronger. It's taken learning a gym routine as well and staying healthy also. You can have a desire to get married and settle down, starting a family of your own, without going out there to find that partner for a relationship. You will be unable to find that person. You need to go out there seeking and looking for what you desire, Even if you have many knockbacks and continue, you will win out. My own desire to settle down led to many years searching for that person who could be in a relationship with. We need to keep going with our desire, just like Blair, who believed his dad Napoleon. Thank you to my amazing, powerful, wonderful friends, mentors, and coaches Ken, Kate, and Linda, and Michael D for your ongoing guidance, love, support, and encouragement. Thank also to my amazing wife Jenny for her own support, love, and being the best wife could ask for. Big hugs. Your friend for life. Ben D. West Ride. NSW Australia. Ernest T. Rogersville, Alabama, United States. Chapter 2. Desire. Almost everything of value we have in this world today began with a thought and a burning desire. The USA, the signing of peace, the electricity, the light bulb, the automobile, the airplane, the computer, the space station. I could fill this page with things that started with a thought and a burning desire. Of closing off and burning the bridges so there was no other way except success or death. Everyone talks about their success, but few have ever heard of their sufferings or hard work they went through to achieve their goals and desires. Barnes, what was it like to pack what little he had and go in business with Edison? How many meals did he miss or sleepless night did he encounter? I think of my father during the Depression walking 300 miles to find a job. How many nights did he sleep on the ground? How many days did he go without food, and how happy he must have been when they told him he was hired? Today, as we are in network marketing, how many of us have suffered but have a burning desire and have burned many bridges to achieve their goals? Some desire riches, some desire to help others dig their way out of poverty and start to live again. Many just want to be happy and get rid of their fear. And a few wants to be like Michael and Linda and devote their whole life helping others to have a burning desire and spread love over the whole world. I have had many burning desires in my life. Many have come true and many have failed. My leaving school and fighting for my country was a great desire. My winning and coming home was a great desire. My path I had to walk getting there was met with pain and tears, but I never turned and tried to go back. My 3-day swim in the Atlantic Ocean, as I climbed up the ladder of the ship that saved us, I stood strong, saluted the flag, and asked permission to come aboard before I crumbled to the deck. The many times I stayed in the plane to ride it to the ground and pulled myself and others out of a burning or crumbled piece of trash, I stood tall and looked up and said, "Thank you, God." The time they brought me home after the war and I walked off the ship to find a world full of hate that wouldn't let me go in a restaurant or store because I was a U.S. sailor who has just helped to keep their freedom safe, but I stood tall and smiled and walked away. After that, my burning desire had left me. I didn't care anymore. When I finally got home, it took me a long time to accept help, love, or friendship. My marriage was great, my children were many, loving, and a wonderful life. My fear and broken dreams I held in my heart and never really archived what I set out to do. I made a decent living but never reached the goals I wanted to. I was happy on the outside but not on the inside. One day something started changing my life. I received an email from Shelley Bishop and she introduced me to MFF and 30-day mental cleanse and Michael and Linda. And now slowly I am removing my fear, my hatred, my negative thoughts, changing my attitude and believing in myself again. I no longer listen to when people said something bad about me. I care and love myself, and I am building a big, beautiful network market team that is going to be out of this world. Who do I have to thank for this? The ones who believe in me and is teaching me to just do it. Shelly, Michael, and Linda and his family, and all those who are listening here tonight, all my MFF friends in God. As I sit here writing this, I can only think of all the wonderful people I met at the convention, their love, their help, their understanding. I wonder what I would be like if I was greeted like that when I came home. That is the past. Close the door and throw away the key. The only part I want to remember is when I boarded the ship that pulled me out of the ocean, is when I pulled myself aboard and stood up and saluted the flag and asked for permission to come aboard. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I did what I wanted to do to save my country. Be thankful that I was there and did what I had to do to save our freedom. My burning desire is coming back to me. Just a little shove to move me forward again is all I desire. It is going to take some time, but I have the rest of my life to do it. Love to all. Ernest T. Rogersville, Alabama.
Okay guys, that was it for this video. We hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy this video, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel so that whenever I release the new videos that I'm publishing, you'll know about it and be able to keep up and enjoy the book. So don't forget to like, share, and comment below so that your friends can get the pleasure out of the book that I've got and you will receive. Along with that, I'm going to publish a link to the little mentoring lesson plan that's laid out by my sponsor, and so it'll be in there too, and you can go over there and see what it, week by week, and get on some of the phone calls. It's all very insightful stuff. So hope you folks enjoyed. Thank you very much.